down here at White River today. A little bit cooler because the water's nearby. It's all glacier fed. Super nice. I'm just on the trail right by the river. Got a new, if you haven't been here in a while, there's a new bridge connecting the parks from the big park with the football fields or not football, but soccer fields and baseball fields to the frisbee golf side where the campground is and everything. So, yeah, just going on a walk. Trying to stay active during the weekend when I'm off work. So, I'm not totally useless when I go there to work. I haven't been moving for 2 days or whatever. You know, pretty cool scenery. A couple little paths down to the water. You get there that way. There isn't really a path on like down there, so there's no real reason unless you're going to like sunbathe or whatever, play with rocks, throw rocks in and stuff. Mostly it's just walking trail. It's pretty cool. Got some blackberries over here. I feel like they're pretty small, so no one fertilizes them or anything. They're English blackberries. I don't see any wild ones. I mean, they're in the wild, but they're not like that variety. I think there's one right there, but it ain't sprouting any fruit on it. That's a bummer. That's all right. I mean, got all these blackberries around. Get a couple of shopping bags full. I know where to get a bunch more though. Down at the inner urban trails, got like both sides of the trail are just full of blackberries. I don't think fishing is open on the White River. You go to the Green River to fish. I don't think the salmon are running right now, so you'd be catching like steelhead and trout maybe. Well, I've gone there and caught a couple of trout before, so I know there's fish in there. Caught a couple salmon about 10 years ago, so I know there's salmon coming up too sometimes. If you want to catch a bunch of pink, you got to do it every other year. I think it's the odd year, so they're probably coming up this year. Stink out the river after they start dying. So, yeah. Gets pretty horrendous up in the mountains areas like campgrounds that are on the river get pretty smelly in the fall because they just go upstream and rot. Fish. There's another trail over on this side of the bridge. That's the bridge. It's pretty neat. I don't know. I see people camping over here on this side sometimes. Well, there used to be a trail over here before the bridge, and they just let it get all overgrown because they were stopping people from coming over here. But now it looks open again, so should be pretty cool. I'll walk. I mean, it's a nice little. There's a doggy down there. I don't know where the person that owns the doggy is. Go across to the frisbee golf side. I'll come back later. I'm not feeling getting bit by a doggy. Oh, it's a big park. Ball fields are over there. Tennis fields. This is all new this year. We built it last year and then opened up in the spring. Pretty big bridge. Big river. I still don't know where the dog's parents are. Oh, there's a guy. I see him. All right, anyways, it's a nice little walk. A couple of miles back and forth. Just go to the end of where the gate's at and head back, probably. Put y'all in my pocket here. No, maybe not. Still on? Yeah. Get some river views here. There's one of the holes for the golf course, frisbee golf. It's a pretty nice course. It's all open where the holes are. It's pretty short too. Some of the holes are really long and got a bunch of trees on them and stuff, so it can be pretty challenging. I only played golf here a couple of times, so I played frisbee here a couple of times. It's a cool little nature walk. Nice and shady. Not gonna get sunburned out here. It's pretty cool. Because the water, bottom of the valley, cool air comes all down. So I think the water has something to do with it too, keeping the air cool. There's another hole. One of the long holes here. Someone's out there playing frisbee. Holes up here somewhere. Way up in here. Where this tee is. And there's all these little trails that go down like this to the water. Pretty neat. Kind of dangerous, but don't run the risk of falling too far. Make sure you stretch first. You don't want to pull a muscle or something. Some of the ways are easier than others. Like, I don't think this one's too steep. You kind of just walk down that one. Nice little foxtails down there, or horsetails. Wild carrots. All these white flowers, wild carrots. Nice little ferns. All kinds of stuff. You got these like berry bushes. I think they're huckleberries or mountain blueberries. These ones. All these throughout here. They don't look like they're flowering anymore. Oh, we got some flowers. Oh, white berries. Maybe they're not. Yeah, I don't think those are blueberries. I wouldn't eat them. They're white. Maybe the birds eat them or something. Yeah. Pretty decent place, man. If you walk through this is the back 9 on this side by the trail, all the way up. On the other side of the whole forest here, there's the front 9, and you just kind of like hike through the woods. It's pretty awesome. Start over by where the campground entrance is. They got like bathrooms and stuff. I think there used to be like a concession stand there when, back in the 90s and early 2000s, when people cared about that kind of stuff. Yeah, see, watch for flying discs. Oh, there used to be people here all the time. Maybe it's just not the weekend. It's my weekend, but not their weekend. Saturday, Sunday, there's parties that come out here. It's pretty neat. Jam packed on the weekend. I mean, as jam packed as it could get. Limited parking space type of thing. All trails and stuff everywhere. This whole place has got just trails through the whole deal. It's easy to get discs lost out here. I got out here one time. We found like 7 discs or something. I found 7. Someone else found 6. We were just looking for lost discs. It was pretty overgrown at the time, though. I think they cut back all the endangered, or not endangered, but invasive species. Like this used to be all just salal and all kinds of other garbage plants. Yeah, covered with bugs and everything. They got the natural stuff back. There was a big project that they did a couple of years ago where they cut out all the, stuff from other countries. Nice little rhododendron plant there coming in. That's cool to see. Those things get huge and they last 30 or 40 years. So this private property, do not enter, but people go hiking out here. It goes all along the river, and then when the river takes a turn that way, it goes along the river there. It goes out to Muckleshoot Indian land or native land. It's pretty neat. I mean, it says do not enter, but people still go out here. Yeah, it goes up another mile or 2. Gets to like a power line road. And yeah, branches off from there. can check it out on maps or whatever. Game Farm Park Road at the end of that. They just don't want people ruining their property, I think. Lots of little ferns coming out. Spear ferns. Maybe they're not spear ferns. I don't know. Look like the ones that aren't. There's like a red berry thing here. That's not huckleberries either. Probably poisonous. Don't want to eat those. Probably, yeah. Not good. I'll be running to the toilet. Let's see what's going on here. Green screen. No, I'm not trying to turn on the green screen. Uh-oh. What happened here? Turn that one off. Oh, there's the green screen. Turn that off. Scenery is prettier than fake scenery. I think. Yeah, Puget Sound area. It's Game Farm Park. This is the Frisbee golf side. Yeah, Frisbee golf course right here. Over there. I'll go walk through it a little bit. Tee is up here by this bench. And then the hole's down here. And there's benches out in the middle of nowhere for some reason. Some people that take breaks, I guess. Benches over here, by the hole tee. Golf hole. Frisbee golf. Let's see which hole this is. I think it says 11 on the sign there. Yes. It gets inverted. I don't know. I'll turn the camera around there. And then, let's see. Yeah. I don't think you can turn the actual camera view to the right side so you can read stuff. That's like an after production type of thing, or a production after filming type of thing. Yeah, the road thingy is over here, and the river is. And on the other side of these woods, there's another hole, like the front nine. And you can see sometimes there's little trails that go between the back nine and the front nine. Yeah, this is the 11th hole. Cage deal over there. And then you got the arrows here and here up in a tree. The next tee is this way probably. Oh yeah, I see the post there. This is the hard part about this trail or this course. Got steeps everywhere and you got to climb out. Oh, hole 11 or 10. 10 and then go back to 11. I don't know. It's kind of confusing. It's going to go down here though. If I can make it. Looks pretty steep. Oh yeah, it's pretty steep down the Columbia Gorge. This thing's bigger than like the Grand Canyon if you include the depth of the river, I thought. Shit goes all the way to the ocean almost to where people flattened it out for making cities. Oh yeah, winter's kind of terrible over here. You get that freezing rain stuff. That's the worst. Stuff's worse than snow. We'll get like freezing temperatures and then it'll start raining. Because it's like the air's too clean for the water to freeze into snow for some reason. Like there's not enough pollution in the air or dust particles for it to freeze. Kind of like when you freeze a water bottle in the freezer. It stays liquid sometimes. Same stuff happens here where pure water forms droplets, not snow. It just like coats everything with ice as soon as it hits the ground. Kind of like when you're dumping out a frozen bottle of water. It freezes into stacks of ice essentially, or slush. Everything's just coated with ice. A few years ago, we had like 6 inches of ice on everything. Breaking trees down. Power was out for days and days. They had to literally wait for it all to thaw out a little bit so that the power lines would get uncovered. There was people out of power for weeks in freezing temperatures. It was not a fun experience. They call it like snowpocalypse or the big freeze or something like that. Here's a couple more. There's a hole here and a hole over here. Sorry, I'm so shaky. My heart's going because I'm walking fast-ish. Trying to keep the camera steady. I need to get one of those steady cam things. So I can go down here maybe. Yeah, it looks a bit too steep. Yeah, that's just a sheer drop off, man. I mean, I could probably get down there, but there's no beach. It's all just rocks. That's all right. Taking a selfie, huh? Where's Cape Horn? Is that in the mouth of the Columbia? There's a lot of capes and stuff down there. Or is that down like the south? Dang, dude. 500 feet. I don't think you would live that deep. I mean, that's a long ways to fall. That's like parachuting height. Or what, like too high to live, too low to survive if you have a parachute because it doesn't open fast enough? I think you got to be 1,500 feet for a parachute. Yeah. Probably wasn't much left of them to recover, right? Poor guy. Was he just doing it for clout or what? If you're gonna jump, just throw a boulder instead. It'll make the same effect on the ground. I'm gonna take a seat here on this rotten log. My bug's gonna crawl on my butt. Termite log. I gotta take a drink of water. Oh, there's that ridge again. They never painted it. It's just rusting out. Well, they were playing a game and the guy just jumped off a cliff. Let's see if I can get down to the river. Best spot to go down is up here, up the river a little bit. But cool little park area kind of thing. I think it's not so steep over here by the bridge, so got stabbed by some holly right in the leg. Yeah, it's nice and shallow here. The doggies swimming in the river. Tag teaming on a stick. Yeah, that's pretty sad, yeah. Oh, almost walked into a spider. Whoa. That wouldn't have been good. Got freaked out and everything. I'm walking into another spider here. Man, I can't. Oh, there he is down on the ground. Holy crap. Oh well. I'll make sure I find him before this whole thing here. I don't enjoy being bit by spiders, even if they're just the regular garden kind. I'm about to walk into another one here. Oh. I'll grab a stick and poke him. Whoa, almost fell. Spiders be gone, happy cadabby. It's all glacier water, so it's like probably pretty cold. If I remember, it's probably about like 38 degrees or so. Definitely cold enough to get hypothermia, even on the hottest days. Sit over here and watch the river for a while. There's no spiders gonna eat me. little salmon just jumped right there by that rock. Oh, there's another one. Little salmon. Heck yeah. Oh, there's another one. Wow, little salmon. Oh, salmon guys, man, making their way upstream. Heck yeah. This is a White River. There's salmon running up right now. Seen about 3 or 4 of them trying to go around this rock. You see the salmon running? There's a bunch going around this rock over here. I seen them. There's like one after another. There's a bunch of rocks going out into the water there. Yeah, it's pretty neat. We're trying to swim around it and over it. It's kind of awesome. Salmon are coming up the stream down there. There's rocks down there. They're swimming around it. It's pretty neat. Well, anyway. See some salmon. Shooting up the river. It's pretty decent. Let's go fishing. The salmon are running. Go up to Green River. Green River's open. Some spots. Probably running up there too. So the White River connects to the Puyallup River. Puyallup River has one of the biggest salmon runs in the Northwest. Puyallup River's huge. Most of the fish come out of here because this isn't fishable. So they have a huge population that comes in. They aren't fished out. They always return to the same spot from when they're babies. So it should be. I think last run they had like 800,000 fish. They counted at the fish ladder up at White River. I think there's a spillway up there and they count fish. I mean, that's the only one. That's the only ones that they did count. So it's probably more than that came up there. At least double that, probably. But yeah, Green River, if you go up to, I think it's Canoe Beach or Kayak Beach up on Green River. It's pretty much where the run ends, and the whole beach gets covered with dead salmon because, of course, they die after they spawn. So, kind of completes their life journey thing. So, yeah. But, you know, here's the fields over here. Bathrooms, soccer fields, huge soccer fields. They got 2 full soccer fields here, and then 3 baseball diamonds. I think there's at least 4 tennis courts, and then there's paddleball court too. I don't know if it's available to play, but they used to have paddle balls in there. Those were kind of like hard rubber. But yeah, it's AstroTurf. It's got that rubber in it, so you can suspension on your feet. Yeah, that's cool seeing salmon. Now I know they're running. I can go catch them. I should do that. But anyway, y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, taking a look.